2 days, $1 million. That's what pot shop owners across Colorado think they have made off newly recreational and legal marijuana. Big numbers, Charles.
Huge, absolutely huge numbers. But we knew it was going to be huge. Here's the thing, though. It was promised to be a big deal for the tax base. So we'll see how that works out, particularly, you know, since the medical marijuana apparently isn't taxed. The recreational stuff is. We'll see how it works out. We knew it was going to be big, so
what was it? 300 to 400 bucks an ounce, I think, is what they're charging in the pot shops. And you can't just walk outside and smoke it on the street. You got to take it home, I think. That's what you got to do.
You know, initially they'll try to put a facade of rules around it, but we'll know to get laxer and laxer and laxer till you'll have benches in front of the shops where people will be smoking the weed.
You know, Mark Lanier, we held him over for a third block. You're not a fan of legal weed, are you?
No, I'm not at all.
Why?
Well, Stuart, to me, you look at the road where it's going to go, and I don't just mean, oh, it's a gateway drug and all the rest of that stuff. I just mean, look, we've got serious problems in our country, educating our youths. Do you really think making marijuana legal is going to help educate our youths when they see that, hey, I'm going to go steal mom's or dad's weed, or I'm going to, I mean, is that really going to help our education in America? Is it going to help business productivity aside from security firms?
I'm not being facetious, but I can see the day when you could sue a marijuana grower or a dispenser because presumably there is something harmful in the smoke which you ingest which will give you a condition of some sort and is therefore actionable. You can see that coming, can't you?
Sure, but that doesn't change whether or not it's good or bad.
No, that's true, but it's a legal opportunity for a guy like you, isn't it?
Well, I'll tell you this. I will never hesitate to take them out if I can. If I find a legal avenue to try and do something about this, absolutely. I believe in using our courts for good change to society.
You are a Puritan at heart.
I am a Puritan at heart.
Yes, you are. You're a welcome guest on this program.
I love being here.
Now get out of here.
Okay.
Right. We're staying on marijuana. Oh, yes, we are. We got someone who's found a way to cash in on it. Dan Williams is the president of Canna Security America. His firm provides security services for pot dispensaries and for growers. So what exactly do you do? Do you set up camera systems to check out marauders who go steal the weed off the farms?
So Canna Security America actually sets up full security systems with cameras. We have alarm systems, door access systems, and we try and do the highest level of technology that we can do at any time to really secure these facilities, Stuart.
You specialize in marijuana facilities, correct?
We do.
All right. Supposing I've got 10 acres of weed out there in the Colorado mountains, just for example.
Sure.
How much to give me security?
Well, let's say that 1 acre of marijuana would roughly be about $25,000 for a system. We have exterior motion detectors now that can tell the difference between a hawk in a snowstorm or a person approaching in a car that would go off and send a remote satellite signal to an alarm company, which would dispatch police there if people are approaching. We even have in-ground sensors that can tell the difference between a dog and a person. So the technology is here right now.
Yeah, I presume that you've been doing this for some time, I mean, way before pot was legalized in Colorado. So you were providing security for an illegal business at some point in the recent past, correct?
No. Actually, we only will secure licensed facilities here in Colorado and Washington, and we're branching out to Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Arizona as well.
Mark Lanier, you're still with us.
Yeah,
Do you want to get into this?
Well, I found it interesting that when Stuart asked you the question of how you've been doing this before, you changed it to the present tense and said, no, right now we're only doing legal. My question is Stuart's, which you didn't quite answer, and that is, have you historically been doing this for illegal pot farms?
We have not. We have never secured a location that isn't fully licensed on any state regulatory level. Before this, many members of our company at Canna Security were actually working for a company called Envision and working for fast food chains such as Qdoba and Chipotle Mexican Grill.
So you're onto a real growth industry.
Was in,
I mean, I can see.
We are.
Look, I think, I don't know, but I think that legalization of marijuana is going to spread way beyond Colorado. I think this thing is coming on a nationwide basis. So you pretty much got a growth industry, a big-time growth industry.
We can't keep up right now, Stuart. So it is wild how quickly it's expanding. We have facilities in Canada that are over 200,000 square feet, which could be considered a small college campus. Trying to you know, keep up with the demand and for marijuana, especially now that it's recreational. We're seeing colossal grow facilities that are 50,000 square feet plus in order to keep up.
Hold on a second. Repeat that, please. 50,000 square foot growth
50,000
facilities? What's that, for
grow
hydroponics
facilities for
growth? Like a big warehouse where you grow it indoors, that kind of thing?
Huge warehouses. Some of these are built from the ground up. So they have in-wall irrigation hoses that are able to facilitate watering the plants in each one of the rooms. They're built out into smaller rooms, so if a pesticide gets into the area, they can shut down that one room without having it infect the rest of the plant. You know, in New Jersey, what we saw recently, they have 6 facilities that are opening in New Jersey, and the first facility to open was closed in 2 days because of the line out the door, and they didn't have enough product to supply.
Extraordinary. Hey, well, look, very interesting stuff, Dan, and we appreciate you being with us. Come again, because it's a growth industry, and we're interested in it. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Stuart. Appreciate it.
Do you want a last word?
I wonder if that's a private company. Is that private?
Yeah, I think private, yeah. I will tell you, some of the biggest, largest buildings in the world are in the flower industry in the Netherlands, where they grow all the roses and tulips and things like that. So it's not. We're going to see gigantic buildings, and it will present opportunities for builders and everyone else, and of course lawyers.
Yeah.